All right. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. How well can you hear me? How well can you see me? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. All right. Icebreaker. So this video is for everybody that's listening and to Melinan SutTekh. Melinan SutTekh, and everyone that's listening, please listen clear. Melinan SutTekh has been giving a lot of answers and solutions to our problems in a very simplified way, but it's been going over people's heads. So this video may be part one of 5 or 6. So follow along, please, because we need to listen to a lot of what Melinan SutTekh has been telling us. Okay. All right. The Queen Melinan SutTekh. All right. Okay. So we're going to start it with this. The whole notion that the black woman is God without her black man being God, right along with her being equal dominant species, or the whole notion of the black man is God without his black woman being God with him and being equal dominant species, are both broken concepts. Okay. And this is what Melinan SutTekh has been trying to get us to realize. Okay. But it's just been going over so many people's heads. Okay. So I'm about to break it down in other words. All right. Contradiction 1. We're going to point out 2 simplified contradictions. Okay. That shows that both of those concepts are broken concepts and is a false balance and is wickedness and wrong. All right. So the first contradiction, the black woman is God without her man being God with her. The woman creating a man that is a degenerate, weaker species to protect herself doesn't make any sense. Okay. Since she's God and doesn't need a man or her man, is a contradiction of her creating a man to protect her. They both need each other as much as the other equally. Okay? They both need each other as much as the other equally. All right. If she did not need the man or her man as much as he needs her, she wouldn't have created man or needed to create man to be her protector in the first place. Let that marinate. Okay, we're going to move on because that explains it. Simple as that. It's not hard. Okay, we don't have to make it more than what it is. Let's keep it real simple. That's it. That's the answer and the solution right there. That's the first contradiction I pointed out in that whole concept of that broken concept. All right. The second point. Let's go to the second simplified point. Okay. All right. So the second simplified point to show the contradiction in the whole concept that the black woman is God without her and the more dominant species than her man, or the man, the black man is God and is a more dominant species than his woman. Okay. If you say and truly believe, all right, this goes for those who say it's that the black woman is God without her man being God and them being equally dominant species to each other. If you say and truly believe that the black woman is God and supreme divine, but then Melinan SutTekh, who is God, is telling you with simplicity that her man is equal to her and that we need and that and because it's balanced. Okay, she's saying that her man is equal to her because it's balanced, which is the main thing that we need. And you still don't get the simple concept of simplicity? That God is constantly illustrating for you. Then now you contradict yourself again by not listening to God, the black woman, that is giving us the solutions and answers for our problems and issues as a culture of people. Which now means you, as a man who claims the black woman is God, defeats the whole purpose of her being God. You see? defeat the whole purpose of her being God. This is God, who is the black woman, telling you through simplicity what we need to do. That we don't need to put the woman over the man or the man over the woman. They need to be equally balanced, equal to each other, and thrive. If you're not listening to her, who is God, then that means you're not listening to God. Give you the answers and the solutions. Right there shows you contradicting yourself. Whoever believes in that whole concept, because Melinan SutTekh, who is God, the black woman is God. She's telling you that her man or a man, the black man, is equal dominant species with her, because that's what we need in order to thrive for the black family with balance. You see, and just that whole concept alone right there is simple and is the solution and is the answer to our problems and our issues that we are complicating. All right. So that's the second simplified point to point out the contradiction in the whole concept of the black woman is God and more dominant species to her black man. Okay. All right. Now we're going to move on. We're going to move on. We're going to move on. Okay. We're going to move on. Now, you still... Now, here's the other problem. You're still blaming the white man. We're still blaming the white man for our problems. Okay? Now, here's the problem with that. The concept is a contradiction within itself that insults our intelligence as a people. It really insults the intelligence, our intelligence as a people. And the same as the concept of a man being God with without his woman being God along with him. Okay? The issue again goes back to there being no balance within our perceptions and concepts within our spiritual systems. Okay? There being no balance within our perception and within the concepts within our spiritual systems. Mainly because we keep blaming the white man for majority of our problems. When the white man and his wicked works are not responsible for majority of our problems, but simply a result as an extreme negative domino effect of our main problems. That's within us. The main problems the main problems are within us. And the white man's wicked works, or the majority of the white man's wicked works, is a result of the wickedness or the problems that is within us. Okay? Now, and that problem that is within us is us being incapable, the incapability to admit and recognize that we are wicked and evil towards ourselves and each other by us simply being self-righteous of our divine supremeness and subconsciously wanting to be in competition with one another, be divided amongst each other and justify it to ourselves. Then you justify it to yourself personally and secretly. You see, you justify it to yourself personally and secretly. You see, we're in competition with each other because we're self-righteous of our own divine supremeness. And therefore we are divided amongst each other. You see, and that's coming from within us, not the white man. That's coming from within us. And then guess what? We're so prideful and arrogant about it that we justify it. We find reasons and ways and rationality to justify our self-righteousness of our divine supremeness and us being in competition with each other that got us divided. That's coming from within us, not the white man. All right? Real simple. Real simple. So simple that it's going over people's heads. Okay. All right. So we're going to end it right there. And then we're going to go to video 2. Okay. We're going to go to video 2. But I hope that you go over this video, examine it, listen to it. Don't try to dissect it too much. Just listen to it and you'll get the sobriety and the broken concepts that we have adopted